We're back with some more Humankind today. We're right here at the end of the medieval era. I'm ready to move on to the next one, but before we do so, I want to grab a couple more stars. We're very close to getting our last scientist star for this era. I also think that I can get these bottom three pretty quickly. I'm not going to worry about these middle ones. So we're going to play a few more turns, try and grab these 4 stars before we move on. Currently, we're still the Umayyads, science culture. And here's what's up. We still have, a pretty solid foundation here with our starting continent. We've got Orange, which is our BFFs, bound to us. They love us. We're good friends. We just discovered that there's another continent south of us. And I sent over some settlers to try and claim as much of that land as possible. Orange is down here too, but he hasn't really been setting up outposts yet. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to grab most of it for us. We also sent boats out and found the other main continent in this game, which is right here. We can only see part of it. But basically, green, the Caribbean pirates, has been dominant over there. That's why they have been doing so well. They haven't wiped out black yet, but it kind of seems like they're going to, because I think this was a black city last time, and they just took it over. This yellowish green color is what? The Mississippians, and they're a vassal to the pirates. So it's basically part of their civilization that they don't have direct control over, but it's still part of them. So it kind of seems like black is going to get wiped out unless we maybe can help them in some way. But the pirates are our main adversary at the moment. We did find that there's some independent peoples living over here. Carthage. Oh my god, they took that must have been their capital. But they're just... Oh, no. Look, it says rebels from the Carthaginians. So this was a Carthaginian city that rebelled against them or something. I don't know. But anyway, these independent peoples, if I can get in good with them, it might give us a foothold onto this continent, which would be great. So that's our current status. Let me take a look at these independents. Every turn we've been bribing them with money and influence to try and get in good, and you can see our relationship with them is going up. They're no longer a client state? Really? When we found them just a few turns ago, they were a client state of the pirates, but now they aren't. I don't know why. Like, did their relationship go down? Did they just decide not to do it anymore? I don't know. But that gives us an opening, right? So let's see what we can do. Now that we have gotten, 15% affinity with them or whatever, we can pick one of these treaties to do. You can see what the other players have done. So trading charter gives us access to trade with them, resources and things. Or we can do mercenary charter, which lets us hire armies from them, which is kind of cool. Or science collaboration, where we get additional science per turn. Good question. I don't know. We're not fighting a war right now, so I don't feel like we need mercenaries. And I don't really know what resources they have available. So let's take the flat science. That's pretty solid. And then we're still aiming to ingratiate ourselves to them so we can keep getting more treaties. Akkad. Let's take the same thing with them. More science per turn. Now Carthage. We have a good kinship. They are a liberty and progress-oriented society, which is pretty similar to us. So they already feel like they're like us, right? That's good. We'll start the treaties with them and start the bribes. Because, yeah, if these 3 cities, if they come to like us a lot, and we get to the last level of treaties, like, client state means that they give us stuff every turn. That's great. But we can also just assimilate, which turns them into one of our cities. And then without having to go over here and fight anybody or, like, settle a new place, we can just turn one of these into our territory and try to spread from there. So that could be good. We'll check it out. How's our settler doing on the South Continent? Good. Okay. Let's keep going. We got a lot going on right now. Oh no, black just died. The Carthaginians were just wiped out. That means we're basically down. They were the Norsemen, briefly. They're gone. That means it's really just down to 3, right? There's us, orange, who really likes us, and then the green combination is the last player. So, you know, at least we have a pretty strong alliance over here. We're going to end up having a lot of land. So I think we'll be in a good spot. But we may end up clashing with these guys later on, which is fine. It could be exciting. I don't know. All right. I think I'm going to try and grab all the land from where I'm at and go east. Try and grab all of this. If Orange gets some of these territories, that's fine. But if he doesn't, I'll come back and get those too. We're going to settle this big desert. And really, I should have sent more than one settler. Actually, maybe I will do that. Maybe we'll make another settler and send him down to the east side just to speed things up. Thebes, I'd like to buy a settler, please. Oh, that spent most of my gold. I should have looked at that first. That's okay. We're still getting gold per turn. All right, this settler we're going to have sail over here to the east side so we can cover this ground more quickly. I've got a boat down here. We're exploring the coast. And I know my plan for the next era is to go more merchant. Let's look at what's available. We got the Dutch, which will probably be a good one for us. That's probably my top choice. We also have the Venetians. We know that Green has already picked the pirates for this era, which is all like they're militarist and they have a strong ocean presence, right? So they've already chosen. I don't even know if, I guess light green gets to pick, or the yellowish green, the third guys get to pick a culture too, but I don't know what they'll do. But there's at least 2 merchant cultures for options. So that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, barrack services, +2 money on outposts. We're gonna have a lot of outposts on the southern continent, so that's probably good. Let's go for that. Chartered companies. There's our scientist star.
It's one of those moments
that make you
feel like a small thing on a wondrous
We
planet.
found Perito Moreno Glacier. Nice. Another natural wonder. What? The Aztecs already discovered it. All right, well. But if we have a city or outpost in this territory, they get extra stability, influence, money, and science. Nice. Off the coast, we find some carcasses loaded with money. My favorite. Saltpeter. John. Oh yeah, we haven't made a hamlet yet. This is another district we unlocked at some point. Oh, okay. So here's something I haven't really talked about. Hamlet says it allows construction of new districts on adjacent tiles. So if we're looking at Nisa, when I've been making districts here, you have to start making districts from your like city center or administrative center, and then they all kind of connect. They spread outwards from there, right? So like my only options are ones that are next to a district or next to a city center, and we can build them up here because it's off my off my obelisk of the gods, maybe, or off the harbor, probably. That's why. A hamlet, you know how last time we were talking about our population slots up here? Building a hamlet gives us 1 more farmer, worker, trader, and researcher slot, which means we can take 4 more people in the city and get more out of them working there. And apparently, you know, we can build it anywhere, but if we built it here, then that lets us build districts off of the hamlet and spread from there as well. So it's kind of like another city center, like a suburb, right? That's cool. I had built them before, but I was like, I don't really know what these do, but that makes sense. So we have like this land that we can't do anything with yet until we've spread to it. But if I say, hey, let's build a hamlet here, then we can start districts in this area as well. So that's cool. A new civic. Materials procurement. This is literally what I do for my job in real life. Seize resources. That's what I'm doing. No, it's not. Okay. So we can take that. Extra war support increased when declaring war on relations. I don't know what relations means exactly. But I guess if we declare war, then our people are like, yeah, we have to seize the resources, and they get into it. Or we can do trade resources. Less resource access required to create wondrous resource deposits. Yeah, sometimes, and I don't even know what prompts this, but sometimes you can build a building on like a luxury resource, like let's say coffee, and it's like, oh, this is a wondrous coffee deposit. This is like the most famous coffee mine in the world, right? So this makes it easier to do that. That's fine.
Trading goods tends to lead to trading goodwill, good ideas, and good stories.
And I know some of you out there are like, you don't mine coffee. Shut up. Yes, you do. It's called a coffee mine, okay? That's what it is. Again, for all these outposts, we're just spending influence, which only 125, which we make every turn, so it's very, very cheap and easy to do. Okay, the game says up here 1413. But I already walked past that. I wanted to see what the rest of this was. You know what? I'll come back for it. We're gonna run over here and try and get this one with the glacier, and then we'll come back for the other place. Let's start building some money buildings. Actually, is Memphis the right place to do this? What city is making the most money? Actually, if I hit this button, we can probably... Here we go. We can see all of our cities, what they're producing. Thebes is making the most money per turn, but just one more than Memphis, and none of them are making very much. So I don't have like a big merchant city yet, so I think anywhere is fine. So what if with Memphis, since we're across the ocean from this other continent, I'm thinking, what if we start tricking this out for gold? We start building banks, 10%, extra money. Food markets make merchant market quarters better. +3 money on main plaza. We'll get those built, and then we can start making some market districts and churning up the gold, right? Wow, we got an agrarian star. I wasn't expecting that. But I will... Oh, God, here we go. Here we go. They didn't like what we were doing. The pirates have declared war on us, even though I didn't do anything to them.
The world-famous empire you have built puts you above all others today, and in the list of great leaders forever.
Okay, an unexpected turn of events, but I guess it makes sense.
Well, we war then. You will witness how happy my soldiers are to give their lives for our ideals.
Don't act surprised. This was your idea.
Such disappointment. Such treachery. I'm speechless.
Okay. So, we're in an alliance with Orange. They're at war with the vassal. That's interesting. But I'm not at war with the vassal.
Myself in this position if I fear the consequences.
Like, they probably don't like us, but okay. So, there's a war treaty here. I've never done this. Mutually assured destruction. Oh, that's probably if you want to, like, nuke them, right? Which is later on. We're not there yet. Okay, so we've started a war with them across the ocean. They're the Caribbean pirates, so they're going to have some pretty strong ocean units. So they declared this war. I don't care about, like, wiping them out right now or anything, so I don't even have to engage them in the ocean. We could literally just defend on land, and if they want to bring stuff over the ocean to fight me, be my guest. We can just be defensive, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, their war support's going to jump up to 100. We're only at 50 because our people are like, we don't actually care. We didn't want to do this war. Okay, we've hit the next tier for our religion. Let's hit donate generously. Yeah. The Joel Osteen religion. Can I rename this? Oh, maybe only when we're upgrading it. I don't know if I can pick my own name, but I was going to pick something stupid. Okay. A blossoming of beliefs. Religious feeling is strong across the empire. New religious orders are emerging every year. What should you do with these groups? We can dissolve them. We get a big faith bonus. We can influence them to get tolerance, which is plus 5 faith instead of plus 25%. Or we can lead them. So these are all basically the same, different amounts of faith. But it's mostly, I think, about your ideological axis. Influence. I don't care. That's consistent with what we've been doing. Okay, so they may... Oh, God, look at this. They already have somebody here. They're already moving guys over. That was quick. They were ready for that. Okay. I'm looking at their strength. They've got like 36. And arquebusier, or whatever the heck that is. What do our military units look like? We haven't really made anything. We can make those too, but they're 40, and they're more handsome. Haras cavalry, they're stronger too. Okay, good. So we have some good, great swordsmen. These guys have awesome outfits. Okay, so we have some equally strong options here. Except we can churn them out right here instead of having to shuffle them across the ocean. So, let's see here. Ooh, an upgraded home guard. That would be good in case they attack our cities. And now I'm going to cancel our plans because we should start making some guys. Okay. I didn't expect them to attack me all of a sudden. Alright, we'll see. They might come up and hit Memphis hard, which I wasn't really ready for, but that's alright. How are we doing on the stars? Oh, okay, perfect. We're just missing that one. They're already starting to attack our city. Let's make a city down here at Chuba. Expansionist star. There we go. Okay. Those are all the ones. Oh. I could get another star if I just do one more. Can I do that? Can I attach? There we go. Another 300 fame just for that. Easy. All right. Those are all the stars I wanted to get. So let's move on to the next era. We already know they're attacking us. So we could go like militarist and be the Poles. Extra district fortification, extra stability on districts, winged hussars who look great. I mean, my plan was to get lots of money. Do I really have to go militarist just to fight them? I don't have to. If we become the Dutch, we get extra money per every population. And we get flutes. And the VOC warehouse. Put them next to the harbor to get lots of money. Like if... Because I know we're in the middle of a war right now. But if we have lots and lots of gold, it's easy to buy military units, buy boats, you know, very quickly. Trade will be better for us. I'm going to go Dutch. That was my plan. I'm going Dutch. Our settler has landed. They're saying maybe right there. And they still haven't taken anything in this territory, so I'm going to. Why aren't you producing? What happened to all of our resources? What's going on here? Something has happened. Access is interrupted from Thebes. Hold on. Let me look at the trade here. Oh. They have messed up my trade routes with this battle, I guess. Well, that sucks. You jerk pirates. Okay, let's go to this battle. We have a big inner walled area. I'm also on top of some mountains, which is good. They have to deploy just down here. We're slightly stronger than them. So let's see what we can do. Even if they were to win and take the city, we can still fight back. because I don't have a lot of units here. Mostly just peasants. All right, everyone inside the walls. Let's see what you got. Yeah, so like my peasants aren't going to be as strong as their arquebusiers, but we get +4 from being up so high, +3 from Guardian, whatever that is, +2 from friendly units. So they get almost as strong. Let's see. I'd like to shoot them with my one ranged unit, but I don't want to put them in danger because I want them to be safe. Safe-ish. So I can shoot you like this. Yeah, 49 to 44, and they can't fight back. Boom! That's what I wanted. Shoot you from the high ground. We will outlast them, maybe. Oh, also, if you have units that don't attack on a turn, if they just stay where they are, I think they get a bonus? Or maybe it's something you unlock later, but it's like the dug-in bonus, or it's like they've taken a defensive position, they haven't attacked. I don't know if that applies to us right now, but it's definitely something I've seen. +3 from focused fire. How do you like that, pirates? Yeah, I'm just going to be defensive. All right, battle will continue next turn, so. Can't make any more of my guys right now because they've disrupted my horse trade. Okay, yeah, see, we don't, with the trade cutoff, we can't make a lot of these units because we don't have access to the resources, but I can still make, like, crossbowmen because they don't need anything special. We can still make pikemen. So yeah, even if they are to win this battle, I have reinforcements coming up soon. We have our new city down here in the south. And let's become Dutch.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. It seems the Dutch have both ships as well as pens and paper, not to mention their vast quantities of cheese.
I don't know if I've ever had Dutch cheese. Are you guys familiar with any Dutch cheeses? Maybe I've had them and I just didn't know it. All right, we are in the early modern era. Our main focus is, of course, earning gold this time. And we've unlocked Era 4 Wonders. The Zulu now, our bitter rivals, have taken Machu Picchu, which is all of your other cities gain food equal to half of the food produced by the Machu Picchu city. Okay, so it's just a big food one. What are the Zulu? What kind of culture are they?
Speak.
Still militarist. Weird. Okay. That's fine. What do we have access to? Brussels Town Hall. Once completed, gain fame for every other wonder, cultural wonder in your empire. And you get extra fame for every wonder you make after this. Stability, influence, industry, money. Okay, so that's like a big fame booster if you need to catch up. St. Basil's Cathedral. Holy Site, all the normal bonuses from Holy Wonders, basically. Santa Maria del Fiore. All the faith and normal bonuses for what it's next to. Plus 10 influence per territories under the religion's influence on territories following our state religion. So if you've spread your religion, that translates into more influence for you. Taj Mahal is stability and 50% more money on settled cities. I assume that's all cities, not just the Taj Mahal city. Top Copy Palace. Influence for Maker's Quarters that it's next to. Cities and outposts get double production towards shared projects and industry. I see. So if you're making a lot of wonders, near the end of the game, there's a lot of like science shared projects you can do that would help you get through them more quickly. I'm going to go, since we're looking at money right now, I'm going to go Dutch. Extra money, right? Claim that one. All right. How are we looking? We are now making pikemen. We've got crossbowmen that just got an upgrade if we had saltpeter. Oh no, we can turn them. I see. These guys are upgraded crossbowmen, but we don't have the saltpeter to make them. And we'll head back into the battle. We now are heavily favored in this one, which is good. Probably because I can shoot them from the top of this mountain, which is hilarious. Blam! All right, I'm going to rush these guys. I know I'll lose my own peasant, but we can replace them. Surround them. See, founding my city up on the mountain is paying off now. I'm mostly just having my peasants be defensive so they get like a, you know, any bonuses they might get from just digging into their location, using the walls, that sort of stuff. All right. Need another turn for that one. We're doing okay, though. VOC Warehouse is the Dutch emblematic district. We want it to be next to a harbor to get the most out of it. Let's also still get these resources. They might not make it up to Memphis at this time, but eventually they will. Look at all this stuff. Beautiful. All right, colonization. I'm not surprised that this came up. What model should we employ for our cities on foreign shores? Are they vassal colonies or naturalized colonies? Vassal colonies means extra money on any resource extractor. Oh, okay. So all my southern continent cities, extra money for every resource extractor, which is cool. All resources additional per city found. Okay. So that'll give a big boost to any South Continent cities. But stability goes down. So they get a lot of extra resources, less stable though. The American colonies, that sort of thing, right? Naturalized colonies. You don't get any bonuses, but they're more stable. Interesting. I think usually I do naturalized colonies. But this is a lot of extra stuff. I'm gonna try vassal.
Do you really want to punish them for the unmeditated crime of being born elsewhere?
Spit on them, brothers. Yeah, they still have more units back there somewhere. We are winning, though, I'm pretty sure. We've settled Sagarmatha, which means we've secured the glacier. Very good. Okay. Now let's move back this way. Oh, no! No! The Zulu have landed on the continent. That sucks. That sucks big time. I'm glad I sent these guys over here, but I was too slow. I should have grabbed it immediately. All right. We have to set up. We have to stop them. We have to staunch the flow. Actually, if I got some land units down here, I could ransack their outpost too. Okay. I won't let you settle on this continent. It belongs to me. Move these guys up. Oh, they can't move and attack. That stinks. Okay. Get out of my face. Oh, they've gone through all my peasants. Fire from the mountaintops. Great. Now they just have more units than us because of my peasants. Whittle them down. They're all weak. But can they attack me up this hill? I don't know. If they can't, then I'm good. But we'll see. We'll see. My reinforcements are almost ready. All right, we have access to more technologies here. Supply lines, one more city cap. Which of course is good. Thoroughfares, automatically create roads between outposts of your empire. That would be good too. Let's go for supply lines. Clearly I need them because all my supplies have been cut off just by them fighting with Memphis. Oh no, they've infiltrated the city. Yeah. Get back, devils. Yes. Haha, we won. Whew, that was close. You guys really held the line. We can have 7 in an army. Yeah, this positioning, like being on top of this mountain was huge for that fight. That was kind of crazy. All right, my pikemen are ready. We now have access to all of our resources. I can straight up turn these guys into halberdiers. All right, here we go. Backing up Memphis here. In case they want to come get some. I don't even know if they're sending over another army, but if they do, we're ready. VOC warehouse, put it next to the harbor. 36 gold per turn is crazy. That's what I like to see. This place is too unstable. I don't have anything I can really do about that. Except we could throw some games here. That would bring up the stability for 10 turns. Let's just go for some infrastructure, and because it's going up to 70%, so they'll be okay shortly. The heresy of science. Are we mere animals? Do we dispute for a faith bonus or embrace it for a science bonus? We're going for science, of course. Oh, now I have 2 of these guys with guns. Now you have no chance. This territory is really weirdly long and thin. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see here. Well, we're going to take it all the same. Let's take a look at all of our outposts too, because with enough influence, we can grab some more resources from them. We may, you know, make them into a city or connect them to a city later. But right now, at the very least, we can get access to these things. I can make a harbor for this lake and get food, I guess, but not very helpful. Wow, so much stuff here. Oh, those count as districts? I guess so. I didn't really think about making these on outposts counting towards that, but that's cool. No, look, you can make a harbor here on the coast. Why in Damask can I not make a harbor here? I don't know. There might be some sort of map rule, but I don't know what it is. They've settled a city. And they got boats out here, of course. Or these are all just units transporting around. I might have to make an example of them. Halberdiers. Can we get them across? Or... well, I don't have a lot of gold. If I had a lot of gold, I could just raise an army in Damask very quickly. Let's take a look over here. Do we... yeah, we do have more treaties. Oh, no, we don't. We're not there yet. We're at 29% of the share of patronage. We're almost at 30, which would let us do another treaty. 40%. That's the next one. So, third level. We can do profit sharing. More money per turn. Cultural export. Extra influence on their ideological position. So, you know, if they were like, we don't really align with you, we're kind of, you know, on the other side of the axis. If we did cultural export, then suddenly we start pushing on them to become more like us. I'm going to go for the gold, though. All right, we need 60% of the patronage total to assimilate them. Nice, this one went up very fast. Okay, science and profit sharing. We're at 50%. If we can get that to 60, Carthage can become ours. Supply line, scientist star, all right, all sorts of stuff. I know that they're dead. What's up, Orange? I forgot to check on you earlier. Appeasing. Why are you appeasing me? They just think we're really strong, so they're like, you're fighting in a war. We feel threatened. No, I don't have any problem with you. We're all good. In fact, let's share logistics.
Here is a
No.
proposal to get your heart racing.
Well, that confuses me. Because you love us.
I would recommend you reconsider. Now, and carefully.
Yeah, what's the deal, Aztecs? I could roll in and take over your cities if I wanted to. So don't make me go there. Not enough gold to upgrade all of these guys. But I'm going to park them up on the defensive mountain.
You've been ambushed, and the battle starts now.
Ambushed by who? Oh, I don't think I mentioned earlier. You've probably seen these. This game gives you notifications for like everything that happens. They all pop up down here. And I have a lot of them turned off where they won't pop up like this. Just because a lot of these things, I don't. Like, every time a grievance happens, it's like, hey, you have a new grievance. And I found that when all of these were popping up every turn, it was really distracting for me. So I turned a lot of them off. I still get notified about them. But, like, somebody's got spies in my country, whatever. They're moving spies through here. But yeah, I've turned those off, so it's possible that I could miss something happening. Ambush at Gakrix. Oh, you jerks. Who's even fighting in this? Ambushed. I got war support. Nothing else happened. Oh, we won this fight. I don't even know who was fighting. Certainly not my settlers. I don't know what happened there. But you know what? Since we have expanded the city cap, I could make a city down here and start making units and stuff. Which I'm going to do.
The first to map the continent. Others will be after your boot designs and blister medicines.
Nice. Okay. We can't do anything with this territory yet because they have guys there. But I can start making units here. Defend this area. Maybe take their city while I'm here. Why not? Oh yeah, and look, all these infrastructures, the list here is very low because our settlers started this settlement. So they already start with a ton of buildings. It gives us a big starting advantage. It's not just a totally empty place. But maybe a garrison would be good. and then start making some units. Might work out for us. I'm also going to make some military type buildings back here in case we need to send guys over. Luxury manufactory. This is the like special luxury resource generator we were looking at earlier. So we could get that with humanism. Movable typeface is like some science buildings. Spoils of war. The mercantile. That's going to be money stuff. Oh, I didn't see there was another one. Flintlock gives us bastions. Better walls. Musketeers. Guess we better go for that one.
If trouble comes, 5 market quarters should provide you with a number of pragmatic answers.
Maybe I should start making some boats. Secure the ocean between the continents, right? These man of wars are big, though. They take a lot. Like 6 population, and they take a long time. Just make some carracks and see kind of what the situation is. You guys park it there. Okay, we have a garrison. I'll switch the spawn point to there, and we can start making some units. Although, we don't have a lot of population to make these out of, you know. These guys only take 1, so that's not too bad. Prowlers are, what, a stealth unit? So we can sneak them in. They won't know about them until, like, the fight starts. I've never used them, but I guess it's like... They think that they're in a winning battle, and you're like, surprise, I actually had a bunch of prowlers here, too. Which is kind of cool. I'm gonna make some of these just because they're cheap. Cheap to make. Because I need more population to keep making military units. The farmers' quarters aren't very expensive, but that'll give us more food per turn, so maybe that'll help. Political entitlement. Do we want aristocracy or a republic? Aristocracy, our emblematic units, our special cultural units are slightly stronger. The republic, militia, which I think is like our home guard, right? Like people that show up to defend are +3. And actually, I'm more concerned about winning defensive fights in the city than our emblematic unit strength. So I'm going to go to a republic, but I don't have enough influence to buy this. That'll have to wait. We'll have to come back and get it later. Who the heck is fighting my settlers? 1 halberdier. All right, well, I don't think we're going to win with the settlers, so unfortunately, they died. That's okay. They did most of what I wanted them to do. Holy crap. They're really moving in down here. I need these horse boys quickly. I'm going to keep these 2 up here to defend this continent. I think that'll deter them. But I need to get some more people down there. I just wasn't prepared for this war, pirates. Agrarian stars. Flintlock, that's good. How are we doing on stars? See, I wasn't really making a lot of gold before this era, so I'm still, you know, we're still building up. I already have 5 stars from early modern. But none of them have been from money yet. I'm still growing that. We are getting random other stars, so that's fine. Let's see. The Zulu, I keep calling them the pirates. The Zulu have moved into the 5th age. But, oh god, we're killing them on fame. Almost twice as much. And here's the thing. Even if, say the Zulu win this war and they just start wiping me out, right? That sucks. But if they get to the end of the game and I still have more fame than them, I still win. So, you know, they can kill me all they want, but they have a long ways to go to catch up. Our carracks have started coming out slowly. Oh, yeah, go. Oh, great. Yeah, they're attacking Amsterdam. We are not looking so good on that one. I was holding out for some reinforcements, but they were too slow. This always happens to me, though. Like, I'll be just building up. I'll be like, oh, everything's fine. And then suddenly someone will be mad at me and they'll declare war. And they're like, we have guys right outside your borders, which I wasn't ready for. This always happens to me. When it happens near the beginning of the game, it's really tough because I've gotten wiped out a few times because I wasn't prepared to fight quickly enough. This time I feel like we have enough that even if they, you know, take Amsterdam, they take a city or some outposts or whatever, I think we'll be able to come back. It'll just take some time. All right, we're probably going to lose this one. But let's just hit auto and we'll see how it goes down. You know, we have the walls. We got some good units built, but I think they have more and they're just stronger because they're technologically advanced. But we'll fight back as best we can. Yeah, didn't make very much progress. But I'll be coming back with a vengeance. Boo. Yeah, they've taken Amsterdam. For now. Alright, guys, I have to run. Thanks so much for hanging with me. The action is really turned up around here. Next time we'll continue our war with the Zulu. I'm going to try and clear them off this continent. And maybe we'll build up some sort of naval force to keep them at bay. But we'll work on that next time. I'll see you then.